Good evening, everybody. Welcome to stream. Happy Friday. It is lovely to see you here. Josh, Stitch, as well as anybody else who's just hanging out and lurking. You know, you never know when it's going to be a pepper steak day. But when it's a pepper steak day, it sure is a pepper steak day. Yeah, Josh arrived very early. But yeah, welcome. It is lovely to have you here. And we're going to be diving back into Xenoblade 2 in just a moment. God, this music is good. But we couldn't listen to that because we were pepper steaking. Nice. What foods you making? I've introduced a new secret goal for 450 followers. The new goal is so secret that I don't even know what it is. Last time, we reached the top of the world tree and discovered that Elysium is not what we thought it would be. Chicken, broccoli, and cauliflower. Neat. Ah, Stitch. Elysium is devastated. Artificial biome that hasn't been maintained for probably thousands of years. And all that's left of it is a desert. Now, between streams, I did do a few extra things. No, I forgot, Stitch. I'm sorry. I will add that. One thing that I did between streams is I finally did everything I needed to finish out Rock's affinity chart. This is the first rare blade whose affinity chart we have finished. For that, we get 2 intermediate weaponry and 1 ultimate weaponry. Both of these give us WP, with ultimate weaponry, of course, giving the most. They're very useful items, and with judicious use of love sources, this is much easier to get than it would be without. Now, one interesting thing. This gets Rock up to rank S trust. Sage. God, it's not that hard. It's just a word. This gets us up to rank S trust, but we can go beyond that. Much like Goku, we do know how to go further beyond. Exactly like that, I believe. Well done, Sage. Let's see, that, knowing how to spell, that's hot. As your trust gets higher, the character's attack will also rise steadily. Meaning, interestingly, there are several blades who can become much more powerful than Pyra's ascended form.
What have we here?
Searching database.
Because the ascended form does not have an affinity chart and can never be higher than... can never reach those same kind of trust levels. Stitch. There are a handful of chests around here, but mostly this is just an utterly devastated world. And yet there's a sound coming from that church. Street signs very similar to those we saw in Maratha. Pretty much confirms that the people who built this are the same people who built it. I also adore Stitch.
Come out,
Pain Cone. Hell yeah. As melancholy as it is, this is one of my favorite tracks in the game. This looks like a water tower? Maybe this place used to be covered in trees and flowers like Gormott. Forget, is there anything up here? I don't think so. It's just a sandbank. Well, there is a chest I missed.
You're all mine.
I'm not going to talk too much. I appreciate the atmosphere of this place.
Come out, come out.
I never met a Chia didn't want to searching database.
This place looks like it was once a city, and quite an old one at that.
It's actually a lot like the stuff we saw in Moritha.
Way more dusty, though. Maybe because it's so dry up here.
Huh?
It seems to have been a child's vehicle.
Right. So that means people lived here once.
It must have been a grand old city. It stretches further than the eye can see. You could fit the entire population of Allrest into this place, and with room to spare.
Josh, since Pyra is one of the Aegises, there's reason to believe that she has a lot of knowledge that is beyond what anyone on Allrest would normally have. That's good to hear, Oki. I will play the game eventually, hoping that they patch it first.
Treasure acquired. The wind is my mate.
Optic nerve auxiliary circuit unlocked.
Very well.
Oh, you were saying, You were saying these are Pokemon. I did miss the joke. I thought you were just commenting on, like, that the new Pokemon has interesting designs. Look, my brain doesn't work. I'm sorry. Is this where the people who lived in Elysium would come to play? I don't really get how to use any of these. That's because they're broken. Stitch, I hate that that's possible, and my brain immediately tried to figure out the best way to do it.
You're all mine. The wind is
I need 3 more levels of Wind Mastery and 2 more levels of
Very
Heat.
well.
Better be worth it. Yeah. You only have level 1 Wind Mastery? What about you, Moray? You do better? You cannot.
That's very kind of you.
Wow. Wind Mastery is apparently not easy to get. I mean, you're probably right, Josh. I would assume it was a sex thing. Apparently I do, Sage. I'm not changing it. I have Keen Eye level 1.
I hope I'll live up to your expectations.
Keen Eye and Wind Master. Yes, Adenine. In fact, you are exactly who I want. Thank you for being you. Yes, Oki. Drink that piss.
I'll work my ass off to meet your expectations.
I know it's Pilk, but still.
You're all mine.
Come, winds!
The wind
Lend
is
me
my
your
mate.
transient fleeting aid. Yes, I see.
Optic nerve auxiliary circuit unlocked.
Very well.
Very interesting.
It better have been worth it.
You're all mine.
Neat, it wasn't really. Although I got a thing called a Sigma drive, which sounds like it's going to be fancy. We'll check it out in a moment.
Showtime!
After we've switched back to the A-Team.
Okay, where are we off to?
I will carry out my mission.
Sigma drive, I believe, is an accessory. Slightly fills the party gauge for each driver arc used. Very, very effective way to get lots of chain attacks. Or to just keep yourself from dying. Also, I'm still on custom difficulty, aren't I? I am. Why would I not have it? Gwenk was very important. This house has just collapsed in. There's nothing up here. Either there was a rockfall or these people lived at the end of the street. Either one equally believable.
Come out, come out.
I never met a tree I didn't want to climb.
Searching database.
There's the church. I believe there are a few items still to get. And I don't remember how, so that's neat. I get through here? I can.
You're all mine.
Ah, wonderful, Sage.
Come out, come out.
I never met a tree I didn't want to climb.
It's the gremlin face. You're so good. Got him. Rex. Rex, you can fit through there, buddy. I know you don't want to bang your head, but you are very short. Enjoy that pilk, Garf. I wonder who's ringing the church bell.
What have we here?
Cool.
I never
Can I get a mod to ban Sage, please? And I mean like a Twitch mod. Ban them from twitch.com. Ooh, something else I wanted to do. Gotta bunch of really high quality ore chips. Final sword. And yet not as good as the Winonite chip. Ugh. Lower critical rate for Pyra, but with that attack, it's just so good. Although I'm actually going to take the Angrite chip. Saint Slayer brand. My lord, the block rate on a spiral chip? I know Nia's not a tank, but if we do end up with the aggro, a high block rate on a healer will be lovely. I'm actually going to go for pure damage on rock. By the way, these are called Aurichalcum sides, a reference to a mystical metal mentioned by Plato when he was talking about Atlantis. Something some of you may know from my Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis stream. I'm actually going to get that critical on Poppy and give her the Creation Eater. Oh my lord. Okay, how dare you? For QT and Poppy Alpha, I'm going to focus on block rate. You know, Sage, that's not something that just happens. That's something you have to seek out. Oh my lord, a 53% block rate? How are you like this? Orvin, you need to slow down. Go for pure damage on Veil. Four-digit auto attack on Pandoria. Barely matters, but let's get her the critical hit. Saint Hunter. Again, not going to use core chips on more X blades because I seem to have decided that this is a no more ag run.
Is that it?
It really bothers me that you didn't say peanut butter cup. Because Reese's Buttercups sounds much more terrible.
The bells have stopped.
Bells have stopped, but the doors have opened.
A signal we should enter, perhaps?
We probably should.
You, Stitch.
Welcome home, my children.
Who's there?
Father?
What? You don't mean...
The architect is here, but where?
I am always here. Come to me.
Please look! Over there is staircase.
It seems to lead to a lower level.
Guess we have to.
It is, by the way, not at all clear why any of this is in a church. Well, I appreciate that the landmark is simply Old Temple. The closest thing The closest thing to a church that is found in Xenoblade 2 is the Inderline Praetorium. And this does not look like that. So the idea that it is some place of worship could be gleaned, but simply old temple. Looks like a pipe organ. But it's not making any sound now. That's because it's broken. There are a few treasure troves that you can very easily miss. This being the first of them. And then I believe there's one outside. No. Or it's on the other side, possibly. Yes.
You're all mine.
And we follow the voice. You don't have to, Sage. I'm not going to stop you. Follow the voice of the architect. And interestingly, these elevators are working. Escalators. So if you were patient, you could just do what escalators do.
The building's holding up well inside.
Quality of structural materials much better than in city outside. This made of same substance as World Tree itself.
Same as the World Tree. Huh? Hey! Where is everyone? Pyra! Gramps! Pyra! Mithra!
Yes, Josh, we're doing this. Also, yes, Sage, they should be. I'm proud of you.
What is that? The Ardanian Imperial Army. Their equipment looks ancient. Like it's come from the past.
How about that? I do feel like this scene would have more impact if Rex's voice actor was just teeny tiny bit better. Most of the voice acting in this game is fine. Rex is a real low point. Ran all the way from Moradane to Gormat. Good on you.
Nia! Dromark! I'm so glad you...
Why, Rex?
Huh?
You told us Elysium was real.
My lady and I traveled all this way at your behest. Master Rex, did you intentionally deceive us?
I mean, Elysium
I
technically is
trusted you,
real.
you know. I came here because I trusted you.
Nia! Dromark! What are you talking about?
How do you explain this?
You've got it wrong. I told you. I promised Pyra to...
Pyra. Oh, right. Pyra. 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 Is that it? You've only got eyes for her. Get your head out of your ass.
Nia, you're being weird. What is going on?
My lady has given up everything for you, yet still you realize nothing. Even now you cannot see.
I've been here all along. Why won't you realize? Look! Just look at me, Rex!
You know, Rex, you got that sword out mighty fast.
Beware an attack. Show 'em a thing or three. Just keep your spirits high.
So yeah, you have to face Nia. And you do not have all of the blades you originally had. In fact, it gave me Aegean and Wulfric, which is an odd set.
I'm sorry.
But she was level 54, so that was easy.
Answer me, Rex. Why did you lie to us?
How could you betray our trust?
Josh, wonderfully timed. Thank you.
Why would Nia and Dromok?
You really are a fool.
Ah! Morag? Bridget? Huh? Moradane?
You're so thoughtless.
Morag?
Here you are, wasting time. And all the while my countrymen are... Do you have any idea what you've done?
What?
God, Bridget's
What are you-
scary.
You just run ahead. Without the thought for anyone else. This is the result!
Tria, hello. Hello, Tria. Hello, Lion. Thank you for the raid. We're listening to some of the worst voice acting in this
Save
game.
anyone. If only we hadn't come here.
How are you enjoying
I could have
Psychonauts
saved my
2?
people. I could have saved Niall. If only it weren't for you, Rex!
Me? I didn't mean to.
I hope you're happy now. You've dragged us to some empty ruins.
I mean, this voice acting is good.
I hope that was worth everything we've sacrificed.
But every... it's very disappointing. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I still haven't finished the original. I should at some point.
Show 'em a thing or three. Just keep your spirits
Morag is much tougher than Nia was.
You disappoint me.
Or at least she should be level-wise. I remember this fight being way tougher.
Please, stop this! What's the use in fighting amongst ourselves now?
What's
Have good
the
dinner,
use?
Tria.
For
Thank you for the raid.
vengeance. What more reason do I need?
What?
That's right. We must take our vengeance. For the thousands of lives you have stolen.
I killed.
call me!
Holy heck!
No way! I didn't.
Your life for an apology, Rex!
Chair, hello!
Stop right there! How dare you run!
How are you enjoying, I'm guessing, Violet? Everyone seems to be buying Violet. Hello,
What
Villainy!
is this place? What's
I haven't
wrong
seen you
with
around in a
everyone?
long time.
Pyra, Mithra, Grams, where are you? Where are you guys?
Why Rex run?
Tora, Poppy, Zeke and Pandoria. Don't tell me you're all...
You having fun, chum? Playing the hero like the kid you are, stringing us adults along.
That's not...
Rex is bad friend.
I'll probably get it if they ever drop a
Why
patch.
Rex become driver when Tora cannot become driver?
Alright.
Tora tries so hard, and for what? It's useless!
Master Pawn is right. Rex just have a little luck and become driver of Aegis? Poppy never asked to be born as imitation. Poppy want to be real too.
Oof.
Not fair! I bet it felt real good, didn't it? Getting special treatment from everyone, getting chosen by the Aegis. Who decided you should have all that power? How?
Whoops. I just lost all of my frames briefly. Frames, you good? You back? Have good lurk, Sage.
Bow, you hand it over to the prince right now. He deserves it.
Stop it already! I did nothing wrong to any of you.
Kind
So
of,
you haven't
Josh,
worked
yes.
that out either. In your hurry to get here, you never stopped to consider all the things you left lying in your wake.
Hi, Stitch. There's a little bit more to it than luck. There is an element of, like, almost fate, but I agree that it is mostly luck. 10 seconds, that is a long one, Stitch. This is going poorly. Oh, the level up healed me. That was very good timing. I remember this being way tougher.
Enough! Stop!
It bothers me that in cutscenes he has the Aegis sword when that is not a that's not an option in game. It's very frustrating.
No, I never wanted this. Zeke, Pandoria.
Or maybe it is, and for some reason I just got switched off of that.
What are you doing, Rex?
What?
Hi, Gramps.
Gramps. This place.
Yes, the whole game was a dream. That's a reference to the first cutscene. And in that first cutscene, they hint to you that Titans are born from blades, because that sinking Titan
Is the point?
has a core crystal. In the same place you would expect a blade to have one.
What is the point of us, really? We are born as blades, then return to our slumber, again and again, over countless years, until we become Titans, to wander this world for countless more. And at the end of it all, we sink into nothingness. Have you ever thought about it? What it means to exist for close to an eternity with no clear purpose or goal?
That's...
Must be nice to be human. Living for a limited time, thinking limited thoughts. It must be so much easier. I envy your kind. Just think, Rex, would you? What would you do if you were me? you be happy to drift around the ocean with a human on your back? Is that all I am to be?
Getting to all of Rex's insecurities.
I don't know how I'm supposed to answer that. Why are you asking me? You're being strange. Everyone's acting so strange.
And he's back home.
Welcome back. You're late, Rex. Where did you wander off to?
Pyra, Mithra,
Come on, let's go ahead and eat. I've cooked up a whole bunch of your favorites. I hope you've got room.
This is one of the odder ones.
Well, eat up. Which kind of bread do you want?
oh, maybe this and this.
There you go.
Thanks.
Hey, do you want some wine? Oops, you're too young. Silly me.
Mithra,
Rex's
has
baby.
something happened?
What do you mean?
It's just you're a lot nicer than normal.
Stop it. I'm always nice to you, aren't I?
If you say so.
Hey, Rex, come on. How can you sit down to eat without washing your hands first? That's a faux pas. Go wash your hands right now.
Sorry.
He's wearing gloves.
You're acting almost like Mithra today, Pyra.
Did you scrub them properly?
Yeah, they're clean.
Great. Okay then, let's eat. Thanks for the food.
It looks really good. Tastes even better.
Of course it does. After all, I made it myself.
Correct,
Maybe I'll
Melanie.
try
You can
my
tell they
hand
were
next
saying that.
time. Mithra, no. You know how that always ends. But carbon's good for you. Anyway, I want to do something nice for Rex too. No cooking. Who's gonna save the world
Enjoy
if
your
Rex
lurk.
gets the
No need to
runs?
apologize.
You're so mean. It was only that one time.
It's okay, you two. I don't care who cooks. I'm just happy with... I'm happy with...
Yeah, cry like a baby.
Rex.
It's so strange. I don't even know what I'm doing here anymore. Everyone's all wrong. They all said but now you two. Did I go wrong somewhere?
I think that's enough. Please, Father.
So Pyra seems to have been at least slightly aware
You guys.
Rex.
Why are we all here? I thought I was...
I merely wished to examine the shapes of your hearts.
That voice. You're...
My name is Klaus, the architect of this world. I have watched over you all this time. I have seen your thoughts, your desires, the things you have achieved.
So you did that just now?
Yes, those were not your present forms, but alternate possibilities. Your other selves that lie within. That is what I wanted to see.
Our other selves? You mean we're all thinking stuff like that, deep down? Was that how we really feel?
Then you saw it too.
Looks like we were all shown the same kind of stuff. It creeped me out. But what are you trying to prove?
Those were the fears you harbor.
I don't get it at all.
What was your purpose in showing us this? Those were not pleasant visions to behold.
My only purpose was to find out how mankind has changed and where it is headed.
And were you disappointed?
No.
Hi, Nerf. You cute.
As you stand before me right now, that is who you are. That is enough.
Architect, sir. I came here because I met Pyra. Is this really Elysium? Are you really?
I will show you everything. Memories. Mine and those of this planet.
Morag's been around.
This world was once the stage of a struggle for survival that dwarfed this current predicament. The world was an unseemly place, though glimpses of beauty persisted. What should people live for? Who should they live for? They live for themselves, to harbor desires and struggle to realize them. That is the natural state of man. But I did not think that was good enough. I lost hope for mankind. I searched tirelessly for an outside solution. And one day, I found it. The conduit. Why it chose to appear before us, I do not know. However, its existence presented a new possibility.
Possibility?
Our world was not the only one. Endless universes coexist, side by side, yet all completely unaware of one another. The conduit was our link to these foreign worlds. And I opened that forbidden gateway, praying that it would change the world.
It did.
You have seen the plane called Moritha, have you not? That is what remains of my world. When I opened the conduit, many people and many things disappeared into distant dimensions. All that remained here were the ruins of Moritha. And half of my body.
Your body?
Half of me lives on in some other dimension. But not for much longer.
What do you mean?
The moment of my other self's demise draws near.
Father, you...
I was a fool. Because of my foolishness, I lost everything. Left here, alone
Correct, Josh.
and broken, I longed for oblivion, but even that eluded me. This is my punishment. Retribution from on high, for the sin I have committed.
On high?
There was only one thing I could do. I had to atone for my sin. I swore to restore this world. The first thing I created was a special particulate substance with the ability to restore deteriorated matter. You all know it as the Cloud Sea.
Yeah, those are not clouds of water.
The Cloud Sea can disassemble matter it comes in contact with and rebuild it in the image of all the things that once made up this world. This way, little by little, I could rebuild the world I had brought to ruin. Next, I began to recreate life. I gathered miniature vessels containing memories of all this planet's former life forms. And I scattered them across the Cloud Sea. These are the core crystals. The crystals bonded with the Cloud Sea's particulate reconstructors and formed the nuclei of new life. Those nuclei developed into minute life forms, the Titans, who would, over time, grow larger and larger. Finally, the Titans gave birth to complex organisms based on the data in their core crystals. This newly birthed life, over untold millennia, evolved into a new breed of mankind.
So that's how we came to live in this world.
But I did not trust this world, born as it had been. What if it were to repeat our mistakes? What if someone like me appeared? To stave off these doubts, I implemented one final measure. And so the Blades were born. Ontos, Logos, and Pneuma. The three cores of the Trinity processor formed their cornerstone. However, Ontos triggered a space-time transition event and disappeared forever. I was left with the other two, Logos and Pneuma, entrusting them with managing the Blades. Malos and Pyra. Those are the names that you now know them under.
So... I am... Numa.
Managing?
The core crystals at the heart of each blade are tasked with relaying all kinds of information to Logos and Pneuma about the selection pressures of the outside world and the biological status of their bonded human, but also the experiences and emotions they share. As the data continually accrues, new evolutionary code is sent back to the core crystals. And this code is used to create new, further evolved blades. These blades too become titans in time, and create new generations of life forms. This was the new circle of life I had created.
A grand scheme. It boggles the mind a tad.
So, we're all born from this endless cycle of life to replace the victims of the previous world.
That's right. But there were also a handful of survivors. I believe you saw them when you were in Moritha. The unfortunate ones who clung to life.
Ah. You mean those monsters? Were they originally people?
Core crystals were first conceived as a replacement for human brain cells.
They're a bit big for that, I
A
think.
product of mankind's age-old quest for immortality.
And that's what became of them. How awful.
But that technology became the starting point for the creation of blades and titans.
So, in one sense, their sacrifice was not in vain, though not all may see it as such.
So tell us, in the end, did we develop as you had hoped?
What do you think?
I couldn't possibly.
Well, those phantasms which you all experienced earlier, those are feelings that lurk in all of your hearts. As well as that man, Amaltheus. When a person loses something, they cannot help but seek a reason why. Within themselves, or in others. They seek a concrete answer to the question of who they really are deep inside. Such a very lonely existence. But perhaps that is what it is to be human. All this data passed through me, and I knew. All of you. You were not in any way different from us before. That's why I did not intervene. 500 years ago, when the man finally arrived here, I did nothing when he took away Logos and Numa. I stood and watched as Logos, instantiated into blade form, set out to purge the world.
You don't make sense. Didn't you go to all that trouble to rebuild it? Then why would you...
It is fate.
Fate?
It is fated to happen. It cannot but happen. My atonement was doomed from the start.
That can't be.
I had made my peace with it. Once more, I longed for nothing more than to disappear. However, something has now changed.
Oh ho.
And that is you, Rex. You and Numa.
Me? And Pyra and Mithra?
You reforged your bond in a way I had not thought possible. And the life you share. Moreover, the conduit, which fell into a stubborn silence after the world's end, has begun stirring once more. Rex, the power you and Numa exercise is the conduit's power. It comes leaking out of some far-flung dimension. And it is a power we can know nothing about. But with its help, the world may be about to change.
What's all this shaking?
It is Logos. Malos, trying to destroy this world and everything in it.
What?
Remember, at heart he is but an information processing unit, neither good nor evil. He is driven by a certain impulse. The despair that the man named Amalthus felt.
I see. So it was right. What I felt back then, I mean.
Rex.
Rex, what is it you desire?
What else? To stop Malos.
And if you succeed?
I'll punch him in his stupid face, and then... probably get a drink with him or something.
You are 15.
That's the sixth rule of the Salvager's Code. First have a punch out, then drink to forget. Once you've forgotten, the friendship's all set. I'm not old enough to drink yet, though.
I see. Numa. No, I should call you Pyra and Mithra.
What is it?
I want to apologize for having burdened you with all this.
Don't worry. We're actually grateful. Thanks to you, Father, we got to meet Rex. And everyone else. Those are cherished memories. Father.
I have transferred all of Elysium's data and authorizations to you. Make me proud.
We will.
Rex.
Yes.
I will disappear soon. When I do, the conduit will likely disappear from this world. You will not be able to use your power forever.
I understand. We'll make do somehow.
I'm counting on you.
Close. Have you changed your mind about this world?
Right now, I think I am glad I met you all.
Got it. Then, our answers match. Thank you for giving us all life.
Perhaps I will be able to face you again. Galea.
That is a very long cutscene. I acknowledge that. It is also just an enormous lore
Pyra,
dump.
where's Malos?
If he is here, I know where he must have gone.
Where is it? Tell us.
The greatest of all artifices. The artifice that exists solely to destroy the world. Ion.
Ion? So that's what Malos meant. Then that's where we'll go.
So yeah, that is an enormous lore drop, which basically tells you everything about the creation of this world, and I'm not going to go over it again in full detail. There are just a few interesting things I wanted to point out. Trom.
Leave it to Ryan.
Thank you. Trom, yes, the Aegises are named Logos and Pneuma. They were originally part of what was called the Trinity Processor, which was Ontos, Logos, and Pneuma. Ontos, Logos, and Pneuma, typically translated as mind, word, and breath, or mind, word, and spirit, are the Gnostic names for the Christian Trinity. Ontos typically representing God the Father, the mind behind creation, Logos typically representing God the Son, Jesus, based on the passage in John, in the beginning was the Word, and Pneuma typically being the Holy Spirit. The Xeno series in general pulls a ton from Gnosticism. Now it's interesting. Kind of gold, which fits a lot with at least one section of Gnosticism, which believes that that Jesus is a false savior sent to distract people from basically getting to salvation. Oh yes, Stitch, I'd like to see that. Yes, Josh. So, when this first came out, it was only speculated what happened to Ontos. But once Xenoblade 1 Definitive Edition came out, it was confirmed that Elvis, which is to say the Monado, is Ontos. The necklace that Elvis wears is a core crystal in the same shape as Pyrus and Malus. Ontos, as far as anyone can tell, is definitely Elvis, which is to say he is the Monado. Which also explains why, of everybody, Elvis is the only one who knows about the experiment that created the world of Xenoblade 1. Because, unlike anybody else, he was present before the universe of Xeno 1 was created. Anyway, switching back to the A-Team. Aegean, you're not on the A-Team. It's very cute that you thought you might be.
Counting on you.
Correct. Although, yeah, it is interesting. Wait, did I not bring him back in? One of the interesting things is that it's explicitly said that he initiated a space-time transition. It's not pure chance. Ontos seems to have intentionally gone across to the Xeno 1 universe. Puppy Cutie Pie getting her face scraped off as the elevator drops.
What have we here?
It's an adventurous destiny.
Man, I'm tempted to push through to the end, but there are several things I want to do before the end. I mean, very probably it is something like that, Josh. He, in fact, he may have been more aware of the existence of the other universe than Klaus or the others, because Klaus at least shows no evidence of knowing that he created a universe.
He's really trying to destroy all of
Only that he destroyed this one.
Call me!
Crow, hello.
Stop it!
Let's hurry, guys!
Stitch, I can only do that if you are willing to substitute Tid for Tum, because I have the second one. Crow, thank you for the raid. Wait, why was I not following Crow? I do follow Crow. Twitch, are you just making me unfollow people? Have good cornbread. Anyway, so I'm not going to finish the game today, tempted as I am. But this is a hell of a scene. Multiple sirens just laying waste to Earth. Didn't unfollow you. Okay. I'm going to fight one of these. You don't see them yet. But we are in the Colossus hangar. Correct, Josh. He gives no indication of knowing that he did successfully create a universe. And so he may not have been... it is possible that since the Trinity processor was part of the experiment, that at least some part of the Trinity processor identified that a new universe had been created and was able to move across. I am going to fight just one Artifice Colossus before I do some of the other things I want to do today. And I'm going to fight it specifically because this is, I think, the best battle music in this game and is heard so briefly. Oh, dang, you're right, Gold. Okay, no, so he was aware that that part of him got moved to another dimension. Dang, you're right. So yeah, you're right, he is aware of Xan's existence. But he may not have been aware, like, Antas may have felt that he was needed there. The Artifice Colossus is huge. And this music is so good. I am a little over-leveled, but not absurdly over-leveled. However, by the time I actually do the final boss, I'll probably be absurdly over-leveled. Because there are several things I want to do before then. Yeah, look, I agree, Gold. For gameplay balance reasons, they can't. But for story reasons and for coolness reasons, it would have been so good. It would have been so good. So anyway, while the world is ending, I'm gonna do some, some side things, some less important things. Because that's what you do in a JRPG when the world is ending. And what I'm going to start by doing is giving Zeke, a blade he hasn't used much, Praxis.
I've waited for this.
Because this is, we're going to be doing Praxis's, it's a horrible thing to say. We're going to be doing her Blade quest. Oh, this is a very good time to mention that, Gold. That's wonderful. And we're going to head to Uriah, specifically to Fonsa Mima. By the way, I've said it before, I said it in my Xeno 1, I said it in my Xeno X playthrough. I'm not going to do even a fraction of all the quests, and this game has... what's the nicest way I could put this? This game's got a butt ton of content. It is, Stitch. Thank you.
Mia, stop. What's up? Lance.
Enemies?
What direction did it come from?
I think it's just that a lot of the quests feel a little bit more thought out, Gold.
I think we'll be fine now. Whoever threw the lance seems to have run off somewhere. Why'd they throw a lance at us, though?
Maybe they were trying to pick you off.
Why would they want to off me? Anyone else here would make more sense.
Except you're an ex-member of Torna.
And it ended up heading your way.
Oh, this is the worst.
No. If someone wanted us dead, they wouldn't be using such an unreliable method.
So, can we take that as a warning or something?
Well, I think it's going to be more like back off.
It's hard to tell.
Anyway, there's one thing that's clear. Someone has their eye on us. Just keep on the lookout, okay?
Hold on. There's something attached to it.
You're right.
That's true so far.
Let's have a look then.
There's a note attached to it. What's it say, Mia? Give me a sec. Look for Thunder Crystal in the old quarry in Uriah. And then stand at Gormot's Garagorm's Arch. Follow these instructions and you are sure to regain your memories. Eh? Whose memories? It's probably just some stupid prank. That, or it's a trap. Of course, I'd much prefer if it were a prank. Yeah, in either case, probably best to ignore it. Wait. What's up, Praxis? If they'd intended to hurt us, they'd already be attacking us this very moment, right? And if that were the case, they wouldn't have missed their mark with the lance either. Very true. So I'm just wondering, maybe there's a meaning to all this. They're clearly going to a lot of trouble. I can't help but wonder what whoever's doing this is trying to achieve. I think we should follow the instructions, but I'll respect your decision. There's still the possibility that it's a trap, but there is merit in the experience regardless. I'm with you, Praxis, we'll do it. Everyone okay with that? Sure, can't resist a good puzzle. Let's go. Thank you. And so we start Praxis' quest, Blade Sharp Memory. For which we need to go to, actually a place we've never visited. There is a quarry in Uriah, which I just never... Oh! Hi, guys. You know, I didn't expect to be apprehended by teleporting soldiers today. But here we are. You know, I would be very grateful if somebody could clip that. Just so that I have it For my permanent record. They're not going anywhere. I literally have to quick travel just to get anywhere. This is, by the way, definitely not the fastest way to get where we're going. But sometimes it's nice not to skip travel there. Hi, Tilda. Another quest. Mariah prospers from its Grom Rice production, as I'm sure you know. That's why we're plowing on with our Grom Rice research, day and night. What? Stitch, why did you say that? But also thank you. But recently we've been making poor progress and have ground to a halt. That's why we're on the lookout for some plant experts. Driver, blade, knock-on, it doesn't matter. If you find anyone suitable, did you send them our way? It's just another Merc mission. And we steal their Grom Rice. Colt, I appreciate the title. Oh, that was just such a silly moment. I adored it. I've been thinking more and more. I think I need a channel trailer. Just because I think it would be a nice thing to have. I mean, Josh, it kind of makes sense at this point. Aw, look at them. They're babies. You all remember when level 23 enemies were a challenge? I also saw a glitch where, like, if you get on the back of your rideable Pokemon, sometimes you just get, like, super stretchy limbs, and it looks real funny. And we arrive at the old quarry. This is honestly tough to do earlier, because everything leading up to here is in the 20s. And then you've got monsters here in the 40s. Now that doesn't bother me now, but earlier that would have been an issue. Yeah, I've got the same thing, Josh. I actually want to get it. And I'm going to get it, but I really hope they patch it sooner rather than later. I can dream, Gold. We do have a unique monster here, Howitzer Leon.
100 years younger. You put your feet up over there. All right, Gramps?
And he can yeet himself very effectively. Also, intentional or not, he looks just like the Helmasaur King from Link to the Past. He's just getting further and further away. There we go. I got knocked out of my... healing. But unfortunately, we've angered the bugs. Hey! Smash Venom Water. Sir, you have yeeted me for the last time. It's also interesting, the change to Nia's Catalyst Scimitar really shows off the mixed core crystal really nicely. Got an improvement there for Praxis. Oh yeah, also Mithra.
I feel a change. Yeah, this should work.
That was a big improvement that I didn't grab before.
It was a snap.
Okay. And then we were told to head to Garagorm's Arch. Stitch. Oh, Stitch, you make me laugh a lot.
The note said for us to look somewhere around here.
Not a single soul in sight.
Any chance someone was pulling a fast one on us?
Someone played trixies on us?
I doubt it, because really, who'd go this far to play tricks on us?
Get back, my lady!
Huh? Dromac, you alright?
I'm fine. It seems they never intended to actually hit us.
Again with the lance. I really don't get this.
one.
They're running away!
Let's go after them. Or not.
Indeed. I don't believe we'd be able to catch up. But never mind that. Is there something written on this lance too?
Let me check that right now.
Another mysterious lance. Another note. What now? Now defeat the monsters inhabiting these locations. The Magno Blant near Sternum Arch in Uriah. The Bodum Grebel near Underground River Labi in Spirit Crucible Elpis. And the Sheriff's Meduse on the Lude Cloudway of the Litherian Archipelago. When you have defeated these monsters, come to Narrow's Central Plaza in Mor Ardain. Follow these instructions and you are sure to regain your memories. First a treasure hunt, now a monster hunt? I don't get what they think they'll hope to achieve by us doing this. Just don't get it. Praxis, what's your take on this? I'm just thinking, maybe these notes are meant for me. These memories it talks about, couldn't it have something to do with the memories of my former self? What makes you think that? It's just a hunch, really. But I get the feeling I'm supposed to be the one following these instructions. Look at the weapons they keep throwing. Lances. I use lances. Yeah, Praxis so do like 1/8 of all blades. So are you going to keep going along with this? I think so, yeah. Do you think I should stop, though? I'll stop. I just really like to know what's going on in their mind. Nah, I'm still with you, Praxis. Let's roll with this hunch you've got. And hey, you might actually get your memories back like it says. No harm in trying. I guess we're going then. So you get 3 pest control missions which are associated. Ursula isn't the worst blade. Ursula remains one of my favorite blades. The worst blade is Godfrey. Thank you for the dukes, Nikki. One day. Also, Nikki cute. Got him. Sternum Arch. Well, Stitch got the old one earlier, so we needed to balance it out. Oh lord, he's dead. He didn't last long. Yeah, we're in the 70s, they're in the 40s. This is not going to be a hard fight. Neat, we got some foresight.
I can do even more.
Foresight increases accuracy and evasion rate of the entire team by 45% at max affinity. This is part of the reason, honestly, that Mithra is so good to have around. Because, yeah, that accuracy and evasion, which at max level is increased by 50%, just makes some fights so much more doable. What was our next pest control? Oh, yes. Spirit Crucible Elpis. Gotta love it. Except you don't. I believe they're at the mid-level. No. Hang on, where are they? Okay. The quest probably tells us where. At Underground River Lavi. That was in entirely the wrong place. Interesting. I don't know where that is. Middle Worm-Ridden Cave. What a name. The thing is, I actually think Bone Road is the right place to start, because I think it's there we go. Near there. Which would make Wonder Spring a better place to start and just go backwards from there.
Let's rest a spell.
Let's get going.
Man, this first Crucible is still nasty.
Come out.
Fighting here is just a miserable experience for everyone involved. Well, except for maybe ghosts. Fighting unique monsters generally doesn't count towards things like this, so unless you're out here to fight all the unique monsters, or unless this happens, don't bother too much. Ow! Oh my lord! He cancelled my healing by hitting me with the break. There we go. Why did that not hurt him? Gosh dang it, sometimes these guys are tough to deal with. Okay. These are just baby enemies. Ow! But that's not apparently the kind of Grebel I was looking for. Okay, we had everything we needed for this one at least. Yeah, Crow. Those claws do wonderful things. Very dexterous. Aha. Chain attack seems unnecessary with these things.
Magnificent.
Ow! Oof, Crow. That sounds rough, to be honest.
About that thing you said that one time, well...
Huh? Oh, right. You're asking now. Now's not the time. We can talk later.
So, that was quite quiet.
This power I shall protect.
But Rex will occasionally ask Nia about that thing she said earlier. You know, when she confessed that she loves him. And she says, now's not the time to talk about it. Oh, poor Nia. You deserve better. And this is on Food Cloudway, I believe. You know, Nikki, that's a good question. If only somebody could answer.
Let's rest a spell.
Let's get going.
I can't even remember who or what I'm looking for here.
What have we here?
But I'm getting closer to it.
My experience. I know quite a bit.
Hello, Sharkman. I do like Sharkman. He's a very fun design. Oh, Crow, do you not know the meme? Oh, Crow, please tell me you don't know the meme. If somebody could find it, that would make me very happy. Thank you, Gold. Praxis, I'll surely run away like a bitch. No, Gold, you do not. Hello, Sokole? Welcome. It is lovely to have you here. Now we need to go to Mor Ardain. And thank you for the follow. It is much appreciated.
Came a pretty long way, eh?
Okay, let's make a start.
As expected, there's no one here either.
If last time was anything to go by, somebody's probably having a cheeky peek at us right about now.
Hey, I know you can hear me. Stop creeping around like a coward and show yourself.
Oh, neat! Someone that crow knows. That's always fun.
Another one of those. What are you trying to tell us with all these lances? Stop beating around the bush. Come out and tell us what you want to our faces. Or are you afraid of me? It's that blade again.
No doubt about it. It's the other blade from the core crystal hunters.
Her name was Theory, right?
So, it was you. You were the one who kept messing with us in the middle of battle, weren't you? What do you want from us? If you've got something to say, then say it. The message said the reward would be memories, but I just can't figure out what's going on. We've been playing along with you for long enough. It ends here.
So it didn't work?
What didn't work? Tell me.
Shut it, Crow.
Read the message. It's the last one.
Hey!
Hello, Mysterious Lance. Are you Mysterious Lance of the Elite Four? What's it say this time? Praxis, we need to talk. Meet me at the Lost Capital Judicium in Temperantia. That's it? That's it? But that blade we met wants to talk to me one-on-one. Seems about the size of it. But why? What do they want from me? Since we know who the culprit is now, I've got a pretty good idea. Wonder what's up with her. It's worrying, to say the least. You all know who she is, don't you? Yeah, I feel like there are things that need telling. Well, tell me, who is she? What's she got to do with my former self? So, the two of you were criminal partners, killing drivers and stealing their blades. I hope that answers it. Nice. I tend to keep my, well, I try to keep my streams a little bit chill. Occasionally I will get very frustrated, and at some point in the nearish future, I'm going to be doing Dark Souls, which I hate, and every time I die, I've got to eat a Bean Boozled. So, you know, that's going to be fun. Her name is Theory. You two used to be a team. A team? Fighting together like we are now? Kind of. Eat a Bean Boozled, bro. If you don't know what they are they're bad-tasting jelly beans. And it's an experience every time. And last time I ate like 400 beans on the way to getting to Ornstein and Smoke. That's right, except you weren't exactly doing good things. You called yourselves Core Crystal Hunters. You attacked people without remorse and stole their blades' cores. What, me? I did awful things like that? So we used to be enemies? Yeah, we killed your driver. We had to cooperate with the Ardanian military to stop you, and we fought in battle. That's how your driver died. Yeah, the same concept. Exactly that. So I would have returned to my core crystal. Yeah, which we picked up. Etheria and her driver escaped. After that, she seemed to vanish off the face of all rest. I can't believe it, I was a criminal. Praxis, best not to dwell on the past. Don't worry, the guy who used you in his criminal enterprise, we murdered him. Like, it wasn't an execution, there was no trial. It was just an extrajudicial killing. But don't worry. You're our friend now, and that's all that matters. But Theory probably doesn't think the same, does she? She probably thinks of me as a traitor. Don't worry. Don't worry, we'll kill her driver too, and turn her into one of the good guys. I've got this all figured out. Don't worry, baby. Praxis, relax. We won't know what she thinks of you unless we hear it from her directly. But it sure won't be easy for you. You can go, but only if you think you're up to it. I'm shocked, I can't deny that. Finding out that you were a terrible person in a past life, who wouldn't be? But there's no reason to get all depressed about it. In fact, now I feel like I need to help her. Just like how you all helped me. By killing my driver. Just a reminder that that's what you did. I'll go. I'll meet her in person. And kill her driver. We're behind you, Praxis. We go together to save Theory. Again, just as a reminder, by killing her driver. Are you sure about this, Rex? Better than moping around here, isn't it? And besides, I want to help Theory too. Praxis, let's do this. Yeah. Also, I'm sorry. Is there just a dead body in the background? Oh no, he's passed out drunk. Oh yeah. In all practical terms, we're also going to kill Theory. We're just going to kill her in such a way that she can be resurrected. Unlike her driver, which, once again, permanent. That sucker's just going to be dead for good.
Let's rest a spell.
Let's get going.
God, the Temperantian music is so good. I know where Theory is. I just want to appreciate this music for a second. Although bizarrely, it seems to be just Theory, no driver.
Praxis, so you came.
That's me, in the flesh.
Stitch, you seem to be like a water type.
I was a little curious about you. Just a little.
I can tell you're not the same. It was naive to think you'd remember. Even after I showed you the antique lance you liked. Even after I took you to places we'd been before.
Ah, that's what all of that.
None of it jogged your memory. It's like you're a blank slate.
You seem pretty invested in me getting my memories back, huh? But why would you go this far?
I just wanted for us to be together again, as a team. I wished for nothing more. But back in Moordane, I realized that could never be. This is my last resort.
Well played, Theory. Looks like you're gonna get your wish after all.
You!
The core crystal hunter.
Been a while, eh? Glad to see you remembered me. A lot's happened since. Praxis's driver was killed. And most of my squad got taken in. Not a day's gone by that I haven't been thinking about you lot. Look at my theory. Look at what you've done to her. She's nothing more than a coward now. She's
probably,
nothing
Crow.
without Praxis. So I'm gonna have to ask you to hand her over.
Excuse me, what do you think you are? You can't do a thing without your blades to protect you, can you? If you think I'm siding with some thugs, you've got another thing coming.
Oh, now that's not very nice, is it? Calling your old pal Theory a thug? I guess that's how you end up once you belong to a feeble driver like that. You saw what's become of her, Theory. You really want to leave her like that? Like a half-broken toy?
Of course I don't. I will kill her driver. And I will get her back.
I don't know if there's a canonical answer to that question.
So you're gonna
Crow.
fight Praxis?
No. I will take out all of you so that Praxis can be free.
What have you done to her?
I resent the accusatory tone. All I did was tell her the truth. If she wants Praxis back, she just has to kill you all, get a hold of Praxis's core crystal, and then let me reawaken her.
Cut the crap. Blades aren't your slaves. It's wrong to exploit them like this.
Shut your trap, kid. Life ain't a bunch of roses. That's not how the world works.
Sir, I need to warn you.
Besides,
I
you've
am
taken
manifesting
plenty of blades for
extra-dimensional
yourself, haven't you?
energies that I
Praxis
cannot
brought it
control
back.
or understand.
We aren't resonating with them for the same reasons as you.
Yeah, I'm mostly resonating with them in the hopes of getting Cosmos.
Out.
Stop! Praxis?
Give it up! This is the only way for us to be together again. So please, do as you're told. It won't be long till you're free again.
These guys are more powerful than you'd expect given their level. Well, that's partly because I am not great at this game. Heh. Rep driver? I bet he's good at finding things.
Venom water top. Drink it. Launch venom water. Smash venom water.
No more grip driver. Well, rip spoot. God, I hope so. They both deserve it.
Magnificent.
At least in vengeful Voldemar's hands, Theory is kind of a beast. Have a good one, Sokole. I still hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thank you very much for being here. Holy shit, what? How do you one-hit KO several of it? We're 20 levels higher than him. I should not be having as much trouble as I'm having. Okay. That was much more difficult than it should have been.
Oi! What are you playing at, Theory? Keep focused on the battle!
Please, Theory. There's no reason for us to be fighting. I'm sorry, Theory. I'm sorry that I can't remember who you were. But if there's one thing that's clear, it's that you were someone very, very special to me. So let's just stop this, please.
Give me a break. She's deluded. Finish her off, Theory. Don't listen to a word she says. Get Praxis out of the way, and taking out the rest of them will be plain sailing. Come on. Kill her!
No!
What? You defy the words of your driver? Finish her, Theory!
No! I can't do it!
Good for nothing. Then step aside! Theory. You little... So... You betrayed me, eh?
Yeah, interestingly. I mean, it makes sense, but a blade can kill their own driver.
Theory! Why? Why would you do that?
I'm sorry, Praxis. I never meant for all this to happen. I didn't really want to fight you.
I know, Theory. I knew all along.
Hey, Praxis. Am I going to forget you?
Yes, definitely.
I don't want that.
It's all right, Theory. Even if you forget me, I'll always remember what you meant to me. I swear it.
You know, George, that's actually a valid answer.
Promise. Praxis.
Theory!
And we obtain Theory's core crystal, which we cannot yet resonate with. That is the last currently accessible non-DLC blade. Apart from, you know, one. That's not what I have to do.
I'll bash him good.
I am going to switch away from Theory now. As much as I like her, I prefer Vale in every regard. Well, Josh, one of the things is that, what the architect told us, is that over successive generations, blades do build up data, even if they don't build up memories. And so I suspect she still has some sense of the importance of theory, without necessarily having it be a genuine memory. Rex, you're not that tall. Now, before we move on, this is a good opportunity to pop some core crystals. That's what I'm hoping, Josh. Oh, I've got to lose some core crystals. Well, lose some blades. Oh. And yeah, as we get rid of these, we occasionally get a booster, but mostly we get nothing at all. Gokuto was the very first blade we bonded with Rex. We cannot release him. Okay. Let's roll them dice. Chat, I need your gacha powers. I would never, Stitch. I know it's not gonna happen, but I still have to keep trying and hoping. Because one day it will happen. I may just have to have, like, a core crystal opening stream at some point. Which I know is not going to be very interesting, but, like, I'll just get some people in VC and we'll go podcast mode. Because I think it's the only way that we're ever going to get Cosmos. I'm only viewing Awakening for legendaries and rares. I'm going to bond a couple of commons as well, and those I'm just going to skip Awakening. Hey, it's what worked for Ursula. I mean, Stitch, that appears to be true. It is worth noting, on my first playthrough, I actually had very little difficulty getting Cosmos. I got her like 2/3 of the way through the game. I could tell even then how rare she was, how cool she was. But the first time I played, it was easy peasy. God, that's lucky, Stitch. God, Cosmos are getting Cosmos around more Ardain. That's incredibly early. My last rare. Okay. Couple of commons. And then we'll find some other things to do to finish off stream. We can maybe start working on someone else's Blade quest. Because there are a couple of other Blade quests that I'm really a big fan of. In fact, I think that's exactly what I'm going. I only wonder which blade... Whoops. Which blade do I start working on? Any preferences in chat for a blade I can start working on now and continue next week? I have a thought. I have a very self-destructive thought. I'm thinking, is today the day that I start on Ursula's quest? Because it might be. Cool, Stitch agrees. I think I actually somehow awakened her on Morag, yeah.
I won't let you down. I hope, at least.
That's fine, Stitch. I also like Ursula. She just has the single longest Blade quest. Which I believe we have to go to Gormat to start. So yes, very unusual for a Blade quest. Ursula's Blade quest is how you unlock literally the first level of her affinity chart. Yeah, I know, Gold, which is probably why it's a good idea to start now. After viewing Ursula's heart-to-heart, go to Gormat at nighttime and start the quest Bearing Her Soul. I believe the heart-to-heart is in Gormat. There's a quest here. Oh, hi, notice board. Gold is cute, it's true. Where is her heart to heart? Because I believe... my train is kind of having a bit of trouble right now. Are you a Pokemon? He's not really getting along... they're not really getting along with their blade. They go everywhere together, they work together, fight together, but they just don't seem to connect. But I don't think that's true. If you keep on fighting, even if it feels like the day will never come, someday you'll click. That's not something your average driver is able to do, though. But if you could deepen your bond that far, just think of the possibilities. Talking about the importance of trust and affinity. The heart-to-heart is in Garfont. Thank you, Gold. One of the several that starts after you after you rest at an inn. Hi, Cassandra. I adore your design. How far can we level up now if we want? 79. Not much, to be honest. I thought Ursula was in the closet. Yeah, Gold, she's very, very good. What's up, Ursula? Do you want to say something? There's somewhere I'd like to go. Cobalt Cliffs, if that's okay with you. Cobalt Cliffs is up this way, if I remember correctly. I do not remember correctly. I'll just quick travel there. And I don't know if this is where she wants to go, but I adore the view from this area. You've got the waterfall down there. You can see almost this entire area. You've got light streaming in through there. It's wonderful. Nikki, that's an incredibly cute thing to say, which makes sense.
I believe this is a place you were talking about, Ursula. You wanted to see the view here, if I recall?
That's right.
Scenery indeed very nice. But did Ursula want to see something particular?
Yes. That.
Red tree thing?
Oh, Tora.
Yes, it's a saffronia tree. There's an old nursery rhyme about this tree. I always loved it.
A children's song. You're very attuned to music, Ursula.
I guess. It's something I'm drawn to.
That little bit strange. Tora never hear Ursula sing. Ursula only listen to music.
Well, I like to sing, certainly. But I get nervous around people.
Oh, so Gold, you're Corvin. Technically a tank, but you heal everyone around you with your very presence.
Ursula really very shy person, huh? Feels eyes of spectators on her.
Sorry.
Yes, there is, Gold. It's not active. You're not aware of it. It's just a passive buff from your presence. Do you play an instrument as well?
Do you play an instrument as well?
Tora bet Ursula can play every instrument.
I'm not very good, but I can play a few.
More than one? Wow! Which is best instrument?
Maybe the organ? I also quite like the lute.
Actually, Tora can play whisper chorder. Not on children forced to play from age of about 5 years.
Oh, that's a cute bit of lore.
Oh, I'd love to hear you play sometime.
Oh, Tora and Ursula should make duet.
I'd like that.
Actually, Poppy also can blow mean trumpet. Fan-based lungs capable of incredible sustain.
Well, that's a cute
That's
thing.
amazing.
She seems to have tuned out my presence. But she seems to be relaxing and enjoying herself. That's a good thing. Perhaps one day she will be able to share her musical interest with us all.
So that's just a sweet little heart-to-heart. And she gains harmony level 1. This is a skill exclusive to Ursula. Now if we go to Garfont, not to Garfont, to Gormott.
Pretty long way, eh?
Okay, let's make a start.
And frankly, I believe we need to be here at nighttime, so it's even better. Yes, Kiara.
What's that sound?
It's Gormoti folk music. The instrument's called a Torigonda.
It's what that girl is playing.
It seems too big for her.
She's pretty talented.
Truly a balm for the soul.
Hey, Ursula, how are you liking the music? Huh? It's good.
Come to think of it, you're a bit of a musician yourself, right, Ursula?
Why don't you introduce yourself? Oh, no, I won't, I think. Hey there, Blade! Huh?
Where did it go?
I think she means Ursula.
Yes. You look like a musician. Want to try playing my Torigonda?
Torigonda?
I'm not sure how. Hey, don't be shy. Give it a go. But I hate to impose.
Nah, do it. Go ahead. You're one of us. So if you're interested in something, well, that makes us interested too.
Hey, let's all go over and look. Okay. You came!
You're really great at playing that thing.
Well, thanks. My family make Torigondas, so I've been around them since I was just a baby. Playing one of these is simple, like talking for me.
Ah, that's so cool.
I've still got a fair bit to learn, though. Grown-ups around here can play and sing at the same time. Maybe you can, miss. Well, that's what your eyes seem to be saying anyway. I'd like to play something. But I'm just a bit too shy, maybe. It's okay. There aren't many people here.
Yes, go on. Give it a go. Can't hurt.
Yeah. We'd love to hear your playing, Ursula.
Here goes. Just a little taste.
Yeah!
God, it's so cute with the bear. And this is actually
Awesome. What a lovely tune.
the main theme of Xenoblade 2.
You're talented too, Ursula.
Seems the people here appreciate it.
Huh? So many people.
What? Don't stop!
That last bit was so good too. Is that it?
A moment of friends' time, please. Meme, who is friend? Me, I'm Tippy Tappy, music producer. Some people find name bit on nose, so instead everyone call me T-Taps. Pleased to make acquaintance. Right, so T-Taps, what do you want? Want? Oh, me just become captivated by song of this here young lady. Young lady, you mean Ursula? Oh, so name of friend is Ursula. Friend Ursula, me feel enraptured when hear your song. T-Taps think friend song could bring all of Ulrest to knees. What friend think? How about capture hearts of world with me? Friend Ursula, your song have immense power. I couldn't possibly. I'm too shy, and it's all just too much. No, please! Such wonderful songs deserve to be sung. Me sure everything goes splendidly. But why don't you give it a try, Ursula? But no, I agree, just do it. Bullied out of your shyness, because that works. You're shy and that's fine, but this would be a chance to try something different. That's true, but I didn't think I needed anything different. You've all become my friends and it's great to just talk. And I've been holding my own in battles, helping our side. But the idea of singing just feels... Fine is fine. Or I also want to hear Ursula sing more. I wouldn't mind another listen either. If you're all sure, then I guess I could give it a try. I was vaguely aware of that, Stitch. But thank you. That's great news. Then let us make preparations quickly. Studio of T-Taps is located in Argenta, not far from Rumbletum Canteen. Me going ahead and lay plans. When friends ready, come meet. Hey, miss. You'll be singing again, won't you? Yes, it seems I will. Then here, take this Tarragunda. Huh? You played her with such joy and zeal. I think she'd be more than happy for you to use her again. Are you sure? Told you before, didn't I? We make Tarragundas, so we've got loads more back home. Das said it was a masterpiece when he'd finished it, but with so many, he won't even notice it's gone. That's, Don't worry about it, I say. Anyway, you'll need an instrument, won't you? Okay then, but let's just call it alone. I'll be sure to return it someday. It really needn't be a big deal. But fine, as you wish. If that's what you want, miss, then okay. Thank you. I really hope I can hear you play again sometime soon. We are definitely not going to finish this on stream.
We've still got a long way to go, Barry.
This takes hours to do. Fortunately, we can get Harmony level 2 immediately. We just need to use any musical instrument on Mora. Just wondering, do I have? I've got a Tariganda, which seems like the right thing to use.
What a splendid instrument! Shall I sing you something?
That should have given her Harmony level 2. Okay. Let's go see T-Taps.
Came a pretty long way, eh?
Okay, let's make a start.
Oh ho, friend Ursula. Thank you for coming. Everything now taken care of. So, first please come here and sign contract document. Is there any chance we're being deceived? Poppy also find this shady. Something not smell right. It'll be fine, don't worry so much. Look, it took Ursula a while to get into this idea, but now she's got a chance to share her talent with the world. Rex, you are too trusting. We should be more supportive. Guess if there's any problems, we can deal with them as and when. Don't sign a contract you haven't read. Oh my lord. Very good. Now contract all set. We can begin with building foundation of stardom. Friend Ursula, we will pick up pace, so try not to fall behind, eh? Absolutely. First of all, we need a voice that captivates audience. We need powerful vocal. Next, we also need powerful image which draw attention. And finally, to stay calm on stage, we need powerful spirit. Not to worry, T-Taps teach friend all about it. Yes, sir. For time being, we say friend Ursula is level 1 across all fields. That's harsh. In case friend Nia curious, Nia have vocals level -5, image level -2, and soul level 5. Yeah. Watch it! Me kid. Anyway, first goal is raise all areas to level 2. If friend wants to know levels, just talk to T-Taps. Alright, let lessons begin. And this. This is where this Merc mission becomes just the worst. You see, the teaching of these is done through Merc missions. Vocal Lesson 1, Looks Lesson 1, and Soul Lesson 1. Each only takes 10 minutes. But they cannot be done simultaneously because each one requires Ursula as a leader. And each one needs to be done several times. So, you need Ursula as the leader. Wait, where's Ursula? There we go. And we need another ice humanoid blade, so Dahlia can be her companion. We also need some focus and dark mastery if possible, so we'll send Percival as a friend. Who else has focus? I think Wolfric does actually, yes. And then Cassandra can... Cassandra doesn't have Dark Mastery? Dark.
You're sending me off? And for this? We are Ursula's new groove. And we'll do what we can. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Yes. Best of luck to you.
Now this will actually only take 7 minutes, but there's nothing more you can do while you're waiting for that. You speak to Tippy Tappy, he will tell you that level of vocals is 1, level of image is 1, level of soul is 1, and number of fans is 0. When all skills reach level 2, please to give T-Taps shout. Until then, we must practice, practice, and practice. It's a bit frustrating that there's not much you can do while you wait. Well, not on that anyway. You do other things, but it's nonetheless frustrating. So meanwhile, there's a heart-to-heart we can do here, which I believe is actually, if I remember, it's funny, but it's also vaguely useful, as some heart-to-hearts are.
Bridget, I found something interesting in that shop over there.
Interesting?
Yep, here it is.
What is that thing? It looks quite grotesque. Why, that's an Argentum monkfish. You are familiar with this creature, Lady Mora? It's a rare delicacy that is only found in the waters around here. It's rather tasty. People eat this monstrous fish thing.
It might not look appetizing, but I've heard the taste is divine. Since it's so rare, I thought I'd cook something up with it. But I'm not sure how. Morag, do you know? Do tell, please.
These are both great. But if I remember correctly, the second one is much greater.
Lady Morag, if I may, is this really wise? Oh, don't you worry yourself.
Shall we start by gutting the fish then?
Excuse me?
What's the matter?
Gut it. Gut this creature.
Well, yes. We can't exactly cook it like that.
I mean, you can.
Understood. Life is a battlefield. Let us commence. Show it who's boss, Lady Morag.
Yeah, use your big old swords to gut a fish.
Bridget? Yes? Please hold down its head. What? No, that is, I'd rather not touch it. It's just a little tricky to make the incision when it keeps staring at me. Quite true, but for the love of the architect, do it! Please, at least cover its eyes for me. Yes, ma'am. We cannot let a mere fish get the best of us. What's wrong? It looked me in the eye. Is this thing still alive? Can it be? Then I must end it before it strikes.
Ma'am, it's a fish.
It's opening its foul maw. Lady Morag, the enemy means to eat us. Quickly, the finishing blow.
Ma'am, it's a fish.
Very well. Hellfire!
No, wait! If you do that, the food will be...
Well, Bridget, as befits the Flamebringer, the foe is extinguished without a trace. Phew. Our mission here is done.
What do you think you're doing? There's nothing left for us to eat.
It's one of my favorite moments. And yeah, that's for one of Pyra's skills.
My usefulness has increased.
And then I'm going to head out to another heart-to-heart quick. In the land of Martha. I think it's actually the Fallen Skyscraper. But instead of going up the skyscraper, come around the side here. And there is a heart-to-heart. For which we need, I believe, Bridget, Mithra, and Dromar. right, Drummark isn't engaged. Because Nia isn't a driver.
Seems like a good place to rest.
Hey, Mithra, may I ask you something?
Huh? Something up?
I read over my journal again. We used to fight each other quite a lot during training, didn't we? And it looks like I usually came off worse.
Don't take it too hard. You really gave it all you had, but I guess I've just got certain attributes.
They're cold breasts.
Sorry, what did you want to ask?
Well, according to my journal, it looks like there was one time where I got the better of you.
Huh?
It doesn't go into much detail, but still, besting the Aegis is quite the achievement, don't you think? I really need to know how it happened, how I managed to beat you.
That's bull.
Huh?
Your journal is lying to you, Bridget. I never lost to you, not once.
I don't think so. Why else would I have written it down?
When exactly? What kind of match was it?
It was in a camp in the Tornan borderlands, on the last day of training.
That doesn't sound right at all. It's nonsense.
Hmm. You're saying my journal is mistaken?
You're saying my journal is mistaken?
I meant, that fight didn't count.
Oh! Oh, that's a different thing.
Didn't count. Explain.
That fight was right after I'd gone up against Hayes. You begged me to take you on. So that's why it doesn't count.
I see. You just don't want to acknowledge your defeat.
I told you, you didn't beat me.
This is really childish, Mithra. It seems that you only won narrowly in most of our other bouts. I don't know how you can be so stubborn.
Are you sure your journal isn't just a load of fantasy trash talk written down?
Mithra, you want a piece of me? Come get it.
Ladies, please. Making a mountain out of a molehill here, aren't we?
Ladies, please. If you're gonna fight, at least oil up.
There's no need to brawl.
We're not brawling.
That's right. We're just training. Okay, ready yourself. After so many years, let me set you straight.
I'll make it clear this time. You'll know I'm the better fighter once and for all.
Now hold on. Not so fast. Will someone please intervene?
And that's how you get Foresight level 5.
Great work.
Showtime! I can do even more.
You know, at some point I should probably try to improve some of Mithra's other abilities. But our Merc group returned.
Can I give Barry a treat as well?
Thanks for getting it done.
So one would think doing this would get you to level 2 vocals. One would be wrong. So, I'm going to do looks lessons, just to get started on that.
I gotta step it up.
I'll lend you my strength. I will strive to do the utmost best, whatever.
Let's go then. I'll do it.
I'm just gonna
Don't worry.
give you various friends.
We are Ursula.
But we're gonna go talk to T-Taps now. And to the best of my knowledge, we will not be at vocals level 2.
I'll pour my heart and soul.
You have to do each of these quests several times. And it is what makes this the worst Blade Quest. It's not bad in quality. It's just... it's endlessly drawn out. Although, that may have unlocked... I actually want to check that. Because I did get a new Merc mission. So it does unlock vocal... whoops. Vocal Lesson 2. That also only gives you 1 stamp, but it gives you more experience. But of course you can't do that at the same time. Okay, so level of vocals is 2. I was wrong about that. And you do get some fans for that. But for the earlier ones, it's not that bad. But for later ones, it gets absurd. I'm actually just looking up quickly how much is actually required. Okay, so yeah. In order to reach various levels. To reach level 2, you need 1 vocal stamp. 1 quest gives you 1 vocal stamp. In order to reach level 3, you need 3 vocal stamps. So that means you only have to do the quest 2 more times. To reach level 4, you need 9 vocal stamps. To reach level 5, you need 17 stamps. It's just... it requires so much. It's just time consuming. It's not at all difficult to do. But, I mean, the idea is you don't focus on this. You do this while you're doing other stuff. Which is admittedly my intention. But it's, even with that, it's such an absurdly long one. And one thing I do want to quickly do is grab some more Narcipair jellies. Always need Narcipair jellies. And then we can actually start on Adenine's Blade quest. So one thing I got a while ago was a Tome of Maritha. There are several of these that Adenine is interested in. And there are even quests associated with those tomes. It requires Adenine, and I sent Adenine away. Okay, so we can't start that now. Whoops. Okay. Then what I will do while I'm waiting is get some more core crystals. One of the better places to grind for them is in Maritha. I don't know any of the Tales games, bro, so I literally cannot answer your question. The only ones I've heard of, really, are Vesperia and Arise. And I really don't like the name of Tales of Arise, so I wouldn't suggest that one. Wait, Symphonia! Of course I've heard of Symphonia. That's the one everybody likes. Nia done got better.
That's like intro level.
What I want to do, when you're grinding for core crystals, what you want to be doing is pulling off smashes on enemies. So if you put the enemy, if you go to custom difficulty, put everything on the enemy as low as possible except maximum HP, you have plenty more opportunities to smash. Stitch, name it after the sweetest person you know. Soul Eater Standy is very good for this. Yo, Zeke is so slow. He's killing me. I could have said the bounciest person you know, in which case, obviously, the answer would have been Boreas. And while this smash did not give a core crystal, it frequently does. Man, Standy, you're really not showing off your ability to be good for core crystals, are you? Explosions are cool. You're also cool, Stitch. Wait, that was pro. It also applies to you. Seriously, no core crystals still? Standy, you're embarrassing. Man, this sure isn't showing anything off. You know, I had expected to get more than 0 core crystals out of it. Yeah, we've also pulled a lot of extra buggers. Not that I'm particularly worried.
Flame combo, third stage. Awesome. Launch nuclear blast.
Ow! You know, there's a lot going on screen at the same time at this point. Well, maybe we can at least get a cool chain attack out of it.
Ultimate Aurora, break. Ultimate Aurora, topple.
That should be enough to get a pretty good chain attack. Except I've got no guaranteed breaks first round. Wow, I think I've slightly messed up on this one. Hey! Luck was on my side.
Elemental burst. Astounding. Begin. Astounding. Magnificent.
I'm not actually going to go for rock this time.
Magnificent.
But I should have.
Magnificent.
Whoops, I've already messed up. Corbin, you've got a 3/4 chance of making this even better. Hey, you done it.
Excellent. Elemental burst. Elemental burst. Full burst.
God, Poppy Cutie Pie is cool.
Enemy down.
And that at least got us 2 core crystals.
I've got news. But
But yeah, I was expecting more from that, to be honest. the best place to grind for core crystals is Cow Friend.
My usefulness has increased.
But not yet. Anyway. That is where I'm going. Oh no! We at least got looks lesson 1.
Everyone can sleep a bit easy.
If only I could try it out now.
And hey, Aegean got less bad. And we can start on her soul lesson.
Everyone's counting on me. I gotta step it up.
I'll lend you my strength.
Ideally, we'd get someone with wind mastery. What about Zenobia? And expeditionist. That's always such a weird one. Most common among common blades, actually.
We are Ursula's new groove, and we'll do what we can. I'm
So,
sure we'll be fine.
I will be doing,
Just remember to have fun.
ideally, quite a few of these between streams. I forgot that Rex still had Love Source on him. Oh my lord, how come everyone's getting cool things? I'm gonna take Love Source off Rex before he consumes them all. Yeah, you can just have that. And also a bunch more people got stuff.
Impressed.
Okay, some people got stuff. So yes, I will be doing some more of Ursula's quests between streams. Since a lot of it really isn't that exciting, not until you get to the end, which I do think is worth it. Especially if you can just do stuff in the background. But regardless, thank you so much for joining me. That's... Oh, I don't know what that is, but it's neat, Nerf. Thank you. Thank you all very much for joining me. I will be live again on Sunday at 2:30 Eastern Time, when I will be continuing my playthrough of Celeste. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm going to do, Josh. Because that's really the only way to do it, but it is a frustrating thing to have to do. But yeah, let's take a look at who we can raid. I ideally want to avoid anybody who's playing Pokemon, because I know some people want to avoid spoilers. Now that limits my options. Barry's not playing Pokemon, so that's something we can do. If anyone has any suggestions, please let me know. You know what? I think I'm gonna raid Sar. Sar is playing Jackbox, so that's always the more the merrier option. And I haven't been able to raid Sar that much recently, so looking forward to it. Thank you so much for joining me. As I said, Sunday 2:30 Eastern, I will be continuing with Celeste. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 will return on Wednesday at 5:30 Eastern Time. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, whatever time zone it is for you. I will see you all around in future streams, and I hope you stay cute, not that you can help it. Say hi to Sar for me. Have a good one, everybody. Ciao.